Hey, welcome to AMP. Sorry about getting distracted like that. I just, true story, I moved about 3 weeks ago and I just got cable TV. Like I didn't have cable TV before this. And it's the kind, how many of you guys have a DVR with your cable TV? We have a, man, I didn't know that life existed before a DVR. Because the cool thing is I can go on the guide, I can go on the schedule and stuff, and I can tell it which shows that I want to watch. And I'm like, oh, now I don't have to miss all my favorite shows. You guys have that you like to record all your favorite shows? And here's what we do. My 2-year-old, she likes Mickey Mouse Clubhouse. In fact, every morning she wakes up, here's what she says. It's not like, I don't know how you are when you pop out of bed, because I'm sure you guys are all just ready to go when you pop out of bed, right? So here's my 2-year-old. She gets out of bed, and as soon as I open the door, she perks up and she stands up and she says, "Watch Mickey Mouse? Watch Mickey Mouse?" And I thought, oh my goodness, my child is addicted to TV. And she'll sit there and she'll veg out just like I did. But here's the deal. So I got cable TV, right? And I'm flipping through, and I mean, some of my favorite shows are like, how many of you guys know Top Gear? Anybody ever watch Top Gear? Any of you guys? Top Gear. It's on BBC America. Somebody in the back, Top Gear. With these guys, these 3 guys, they drive the coolest cars in the world, and you get to see them drive. Yeah, you know what I'm talking about. So that's one of my favorite shows. How many of you guys are watching Star Wars Clone Wars on Cartoon Network? So I've been checking that out. In fact, I'll tell you the truth. I've been on a media fast for the last week. How many of you guys know what a media fast is? Anybody? Basically, I've cut out TV. No TV for the last week. I know. But I did check my DVR the other day just to make sure it's not getting full, because I don't want to miss any of my shows whenever I come off of my fast. Does that make sense? Are you just nodding your head just because I'm looking straight at you? Okay. So I'm checking it out, and then my 2-year-old, I tell you what, let me show you a couple of pictures of my 2-year-old, because when she's got her own little pink fluffy chair, This was like just the other day. She was there. She looked up at me, but I caught her. She was laying on the floor, propped up against her little pink and purple chair, and what she likes to do is take her sippy cup. You can see it right above her head. She likes to take her sippy cup and tilt it up to the side so she can still see the TV, and suck on her milk or her juice or whatever. And she pulls her hair with her other hand, and she's just in the zone. You can say her name, and she's in the zone. Right there, she's watching Handy Manny. And then, we have another picture of her with her chilling. This is her picking her nose while she's chilling watching TV. But you guys can't laugh, because I know you pick your nose when you chill out and watch TV too. Everybody, for those of you that drive, you pick your nose when you're driving, because I see you. I see you doing that. You ever pass somebody on the street and you look over and they're all digging? Seen that? Yeah. If you pass me, that's what I'll be looking like, because that's when I do my best picking, when I'm driving. I'm serious. But let me tell you, so I've been on this media fast, right? Because I knew tonight I would be talking about distracted by the screen. When I say distracted by the screen, I'm talking about television, I'm talking about movies, I'm even talking about internet or the computer. And so I knew I'd be talking about it, so I decided, okay, I'm going to take this week and I'm going to go on a media fast. I'm not going to watch TV or movies or any of that stuff. And let me tell you, it's pretty tough, because when we got cable TV, it's like, the digital TV, and the TV shows are even on demand. Have you guys seen this? Yeah. I'd never seen this before. I was living in the Stone Age or something like that. So, I have been just vegging out, zoned in on TV. I get home, I'm like, TV. Have you seen The Simpsons, where like the baby Maggie walks up to the TV, and she's hugging on the TV, loving it? So it's just been on my mind. I've been thinking, what shows can I watch? And I'm staying up late. And when I wake up in the morning, I'm so tired because I stayed up late watching TV for some stupid reason. And so here I am. So I go on this media fast, and I'm like, okay. I want you guys to try this next week. In fact, we're going to challenge you a little bit later. But when you don't watch TV, it's like, well, what do I do? What do I do now? I have to tell you the truth. I've gotten so much stuff done this week because I have not been watching TV. Like my wife, she'll sit down, she'll start watching TV, and I'm like, well, I'm out. See you later. Go out in the garage. I have cleaned the garage, straighten it all up. Wax my car, wash and wax my car, gone out, wax the car, and I mean detailed it, and then it rained the next day. But I mean, I've been getting a whole lot of stuff done at home, and so I'm like, wow, look at all these things about TV. So let me tell you a couple of things. Here's a couple of things that I have noticed while I've been on my media fast, okay? So we're talking about distracted by the screen. Number one, when the screen becomes a distraction, it is wasteful. Do you guys know what I mean? Now, I know this doesn't affect anybody else here, right? Because nobody here is distracted by the screen. You guys aren't distracted by TV or any of that stuff, right? Nobody? How many of you guys, let me ask this question. This is what me and my wife used to do. We'd come home, and as soon as we walked in the door, we'd turn the TV on, even if we were going to watch it or not. Why? Because we wanted some background noise. Anybody do that? Just want some background noise. Just turn on the TV, and it's doing its thing, and so you're just doing whatever at home, maybe you're getting lunch ready or something like that, but it's just background noise, and it's kind of like the theme music, for your life at home, Hey, whatever time of day. In fact, you can even tell what time of day it is by what show is on. Anybody do that? Right? So we go in and we just turn it on, right? Or how many of you do this? My wife does this. It drives me nuts. See, when I go to sleep, I got to have it quiet. It's got to be dark and it's got to be quiet. My wife, it's easier for her to go to sleep if she turns the TV on. Anybody like that? It's easier to go to sleep if you... I don't get that. And I asked her, I said, that doesn't make any sense to me. It's noise. It's just blah, it's just background noise. And she said this. She said, it helps me because I hear the TV and I hear what's going on. It helps me to get my mind off of other things and I can relax. Anybody else like that? Okay, here's the deal. At that point, I just spit a little bit. Did you see that? I have to be careful with my P's. At that point, TV has become such a distraction that you are using it to purposely distract you from stuff that you don't want to deal with. Think about that for just a second. We have stuff going on in our lives. We have things happening to us, thoughts coming into our head that we don't want to think about, we don't want to mess with, we don't want to deal with, and so we purposely distract ourselves so that we can get our minds off of all the other stuff. We don't have to deal with it. We don't have to think about it. And we use the TV to do that. You guys, when that happens, you are just wasting it. You are wasting time. You are wasting your potential. You are wasting your energy. How many of you guys, you just say, I want to watch TV because I just want to veg out? Anybody like to do that? Maybe get some potato chips. Taylor, what's your favorite kind of potato chips? You really have to think about it? What is it? Sour cream and onion. How many of you guys like sour cream? Okay, love it. You ever heard of the term couch potato? So get on the couch. I have a chair and I have an audience.